What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be going over the top 10 most overpowered players in the history of NBA 2K MyTEAM. So basically we are going to be going over not necessarily the best possible cards, and it's also going to be kind of like game specific, because obviously if you look at cards back in 2K17 or probably 16 and below, and you look at cards now are just ridiculous compared to then. Like the LeBron 99 overall in 2K16, the best card in the game, couldn't even speed boost back then. It has just gotten ridiculous now. So from 2K18 onwards, it's just gotten to the stage that everything's so OP that nothing is OP. And there's only one card from NBA 2K18 or NBA 2K19 on this entire list. And also we are going to be doing overpowered in the actual definition of the word. So these are going to be relatively low rated players. There is no player higher rated than 92. I think there's only one player rated over 90. And these are guys that are all just super good for their rating. There's not going to be any like 99 overalls, because obviously they are going to be good. And these are cards, some of them that are just randomly good as well. But anyway, now let's get on to the list. At number 10, we've got from probably my second favorite ever 2K game, NBA 2K17, we have got Amethyst DeBusschere. If you guys remember this card back then, he literally had everything. He was money. He had unbelievable defense. He could rebound really well. He had a couple of Hall of Fame badges. His post game was unbelievable. The only problem was he couldn't really speed boost, but not everyone could speed boost back in NBA 2K17. This was the original. This was the original cheap hidden pink diamond in all NBA games. His intangibles were really low, and this was the first like real hidden pink diamond we'd ever gotten that was like less than 150 KMT. This DeBusschere card was unguardable in this game. Like you would actually see people running this guy on like ultimate god squads. You'd be seeing like 97, 98 overalls being killed by DeBusschere because he really was a 99 overall. This guy was absolutely incredible in NBA 2K17 MyTEAM. One of the best cards in the game without doubt. Next we have got Darryl Dawkins, and Troy Dan's reactions can basically sum up this card. The only clips I could find with this guy, and obviously you can't use them nowadays, is from previous videos, so I will leave a link to any clips that aren't mine in the description. But basically, Darryl Dawkins, he was kind of one of the lower overall cards in the Dunk the Funk set. But the thing is with that set was that every single card had 99 speed, 99 quickness, 99 driving and standing dunk. I think he had like a 90 driving layup as well. And this was before speed with ball, so you could literally just play point center cheese, run through people and dunk on them for fun. It was unbelievable. And with how overpowered dunking was, even at the end of this game, if this card came out at the start of the game, it would be number one without doubt. But like 99 speed, speed with ball, quickness, well, and acceleration from back then, 99 dunk, he could burn everybody. Not many cards were super OP. There wasn't that many super OP shot blockers. This guy was unstoppable in 2K15. Next, we have got a guy that was my favorite player in NBA 2K16. And this is literally like a video. This is one of my own videos from NBA 2K16. It's Kristaps Porzingis gold card. Porzingis had two gold cards. One was a dynamic rating card and one was a moments card. I used the moments card, even though the dynamic rating card was probably a little bit better. They're both kind of cheap. One was an 81 overall, the other was an 80 overall. But Porzingis, this was again back before speed with ball was a thing. And he had really high speed rating. He was also really long. Height made a massive difference for speed in this game. I actually did a speed test video, I think during this year, kind of Mythbusters thing, and proved that height made a significant impact on speed, which is why Porzingis was so fast in this game. He could shoot the lights out. He could literally just shoot over people. It was crazy. And this guy was so cheap as well. He was like 10 KMT or something at the time. And it was one of those weird things, because this is a guy that not many people used, and this is one that you guys are probably going to forget about. But rookie Porzingis was the best big man in this game in my opinion, and I used pretty much all of them that year. At number 7, we have got James Harden Sapphire. Like, these clips are actually just using normal James Harden, but they were almost the exact same. I think the Sapphire just had a little bit of a better three-point shot. And if you guys played with James Harden in 2K14, you'd know that he just didn't miss. Like, literally he didn't miss. The Sapphire was even better than his normal gold, his normal card. And I think the Sapphire was only like an 86 overall and only had like an 83 shot 3. But it didn't matter. It did not matter what his stats were. It didn't matter what he should have done. He didn't miss. He also, I think, was the wild card badge or something? There was a personality badge that he had that apparently like it made players much worse, but it didn't make a difference whatsoever with James Harden. It was one of the badges that made people shoot bad just randomly in games, but it didn't matter, he didn't miss. I had an all 99 or 98 overall team, I still had Harden in it because he literally didn't miss. And as far as this card was free as well. It was a challenge that was really easy to complete. As far as free cards go, is right up there with the best in 2K history, only probably beaten by the few in 2K15. Next we have got Channing Frye. And if you guys, everyone knows about this card. Like, people are still excited about Channing Frye coming out in 2K just because of this card. And Channing Frye has not been good since NBA 2K16 realistically. 2K18 his card was terrible, 2K19 this year's Amethyst is terrible. Even though his Amethyst is way better ratings wise than this 85 overall. This 85 overall came out in a time where there wasn't as many stretch bigs, there wasn't very many cards with limitless range, there wasn't anywhere near as many high overall cards, and this was legitimately the best power forward in my team. And actually, no, to run a power forward. I ran Porzingis as center and I preferred him running him there. But Channing Frye, he had an inside game, he could block shots, he could play defense, and Channing Frye is always super OP in game, but this card was another level. Like, up until this stage, Channing Frye had always been known as a guy who was really good in 2K but not great in real life. However, like, this one card just summed that up. Like, he didn't miss ever. He had goal limitless, could pull from like the halfway line when nobody had limitless, and was just so good in NBA 2K16 MyTEAM. Next, we've got another NBA 2K16 player. So we got a couple, and it is Bhullar. So there was a lot of really tall, low-rated players in NBA 2K16 that were great. But in my opinion, Bhullar was the best. There was Hashim Thabit, there was Boban Marjanovic, and then there was the 7'5", wide-bodied, gigantic Bhullar. One of the glitchiest players you could use, and he was a bronze. In those bronze seeds, everyone used this guy. Heck, even in the silver and gold seeds, everyone used this guy. His player build, everything was just unbelievable. Like, he was so strong, even though I don't think his strength stat was the best. And it was just unbelievably glitchy. He was like a strong Manute Bol, basically, in that game. He was better than Bol, he's better than Bradley. Marjanovic was the only big that even came close to him. But no, Bhullar was just so glitchy, and there was a reason why people even used him above the likes of Amethyst and some Diamonds. Next, we have got our only 2K18 player, and it is Jonathan Isaac, who I was going to put Jonathan Isaac in either way because he's been the best Ruby the last 2 years in this game. Isaac, in my opinion, had a nicer release in 2K18 than he did in 2K17, than he did in 2K19, but I don't think there's as many OP players in 2K18 as there has been this year, and this year it's just gotten ridiculous so far. But Isaac was absolutely money. And another big reason why he's in the squad, or this version is in over his 19 version, is because of the blow-by animation. Jonathan Isaac Ruby, like, whether you're guarding him with diamonds, pink diamonds, whether you're guarding him with the best defensive cards in the game, didn't matter. The blow-by animation existed, and Jonathan Isaac took full advantage of that. He was almost unstoppable with that blow-by. He could burn everybody going to the basket, and he was also an inch taller last year. He was 6'11" compared to 6'10" this year, which is big. Next, at number 3, we've got a 2K17 player, and it is Thon Maker. Thon Maker was a 7'1" center, obviously he still is, and to be honest, this card is very, very similar to his Ruby this year. He can speed boost with a shoe, got a good mid-range, good 3-point shot. However, in 2K17, the other cards were nowhere near as OP as they are now, so this card was just even better. He didn't have the Giannis crossover, but he still did have legitimately great dribble moves. His jump shot was still as nice as it is now, and this Thon Maker, like, this is a Caldy gameplay, so rest in peace, Caldy. I wish he was still uploading. But yeah, like, this was one of the most OP cards in the game. The fact that there was an Emerald center that was able to speed boost, go to the basket, hit threes, could play a bit inside, he was rebounding well, he had the Slender Man build, which for some reason in that game meant that you were just glitchy half the time going to the basket. He had length. There was nothing that this Thon Maker didn't have. Like, I cannot believe that this card was a thing back then, and I can't believe there's an even better version of Thon nowadays. It's just every card's so OP that the newest Thon, it doesn't feel as good. Now at number 2, we've got a guy who I'd say 95% of you guys expected to be at number 1 on this list, and it is Gerald Green's silver card from NBA 2K13. NBA 2K13 was the last game where you could not block dunks, so dunkers were all super OP. That's why the likes of Robert Pack was unbelievable. However, Gerald Green was a little bit different. Gerald Green had an unbelievable jumper, he was really fast, and he also had the height. Whereas a lot of these unstoppable dunkers were small, Gerald Green could do everything. He had decent jumper, he obviously was an unbelievable dunker, one of the best in the game. His defense, I can't even remember, I don't even think defense existed in this game, to be completely honest. And he was also as cheap as he could possibly be. He didn't really play much with Pacers in real life, and that's how cards price were based in that year, based on like how they played in real life. So everyone had him and was the most used player by far in NBA 2K13 MyTEAM. And now at number 1 is first couple of weeks Zach LaVine in NBA 2K15. So when I talked earlier about late game 2K15 with Darryl Dawkins, there was a couple of patches. Patch 4 obviously made shooters OP. By the end of the game, he wasn't most OP. However, in initial release, Zach LaVine, before they patched dunking, was literally unguardable. All you had to do was turbo, straight to the basket, and he would either be fouled or score every single time. Like, it was ridiculous. In NBA 2K15, I don't know anyone who didn't use Zach LaVine back in the seeds where they could only have one silver card. I don't know anyone who didn't use Zach LaVine on their best team. You could have all night, like LeBron came out day 1 as a 98 overall, but Zach LaVine was better than him. This is the most overpowered card I've ever seen in MyTEAM history, without doubt. And it's Zach LaVine, and it is a silver card from a rookie. That patch just made him way too good. So anyway, that's the video. These are my top 10 most OP cards in NBA 2K history. If you guys want to see a top 10 just best cards straight up, please leave it in the comments. I will make that list if you guys really want it. And it's all going to be obviously per game. An unbelievable card in 2K16. If you put the same stats in 2K19, it's probably a ruby at this rate. But anyway, yep, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.